Hello guys, welcome back to our channel Biolab, and this is Vamsi here at Biolab. And in today's video we are going to start a new class, new fresh startup, and the chapter is going to be human reproduction. So see, yeah, fresh class, set time to 0, start preparing from now, and let's go to best in need. And especially in biology, 360 out of 360. Hope I'm doing well with zoology. Botany also I'll be taking up soon. So let's start. Let's target first of all zoology 180 out of 180. Then we would be arriving at some 170 in the regular tests in the colleges and the schools wherever you are studying. Put the mark 170. Put target 180. Now guys, let's start today's lecture by a new Josh, new lecture, new chapter, new beginnings. Let's start. Let's start the chapter human reproduction, and this is an extension of the chapter which is present in your 10th class, that is reproduction in living organisms. Human reproduction. Now, let me ask you a question. Is this reproduction a life process or life continuing process? Yes. Now tell me, is reproduction a life process or a life continuing process? Wait, let me switch off the fan. Too many mosquitoes in my house today. They are living with me. They are not paying rents. These mosquitoes are not paying rents to me and they are living for free in my house. What should I do? Okay, now come back to the question. Is this reproduction a living process or a life continuing process? So, not living, life. Life process or life continuing process? Now come on guys, this is a very simple question. And you have seen this in your 10th class. Life processes is a big chapter of your biology. The first chapter of your 10th class, life processes. And life continuing process. And reproduction is your life continuing process, rather it is not life process. Reproduction is required in order to continue your species, or in order to continue your generations, or in order to make the human society a vast species on earth. And as H.C. Verma sir and many people have said, humans are only amongst one of the 90 crore species that we are having on the world, in the world. Actually I have heard it from Alak Pandey sir, and yes. So in order to make our human population more and more, we require this reproduction. Not only human population. In order to make the dog population more, in order to continue their generations, in order to continue their species, they and we require reproduction. But reproduction is not required for our sustenance. Reproduction is not required for our sustenance. In my 10th class, while I was studying, there was a statement in NCERT, I do not remember it perfectly, that reproduction is required to continue species on earth but not for life. The question was there, and they used to ask the statement and say, justify the answer. This was NCERT language, and they would ask this in the boards. So, like that, we have to justify this answer. In order to, it is required in order to continue the life on earth, but it is not required to our sustenance. Got it? See, we do not perform reproduction as we do the digestion, as we do the excretion, as we do the respiration, as we do the breathing, etc., etc. All these are life processes. All these are life processes. Whereas reproduction is life continuing process. Remember it. Okay, this is about reproduction. Now you know the meaning of reproduction, production of a new organism from existing organisms. Now this happens in cells. Now this process happens in cells, and there is a special code for given for the cells in the cell theory, which was given by Arbitcher. Now come on, tell me that. Tell me that quote. Omnis cellula e cellulate. Heard this anywhere? Yes, this is present in the NCERT. As per this, existing or new cells arrive from the pre-existing cells, and this was given as a point which was added to the third point of cell theory by Rudolf Virchow. Rudolf Virchow, a scientist, gave this quote, omnis cellula is cellulae, and as a part of this only, organisms are also existing, and the new organisms are producing from pre-existing organisms. Okay, this is about reproduction, a small introduction. Now coming back to our topic, human reproduction. Actually we have two types of reproduction, two modes of reproduction, sexual and asexual, all these you. But what do humans, to which reproduction are humans confined? Are they confined to asexual reproduction, or they are confined to sexual? Well, there was a question sometime, and the humans said we are going to confine to sexual reproduction. Why? Because through sexual reproduction there are many benefits. We can produce new species onto the earth. We can bring new species onto the earth. We can establish the ecosystems and all that. We can transfer our genetic material. While transferring the genetic material, when copying the genetic material, there can be errors. And those errors may lead to the accumulation of these errors may lead to the new species. And that is why our human beings stayed as a sexually reproducing organisms, and we are mammals, and we are viviparous. We are viviparous. Viviparous, oviparous. Oviparous, O, egg. Oviparous. Remember these. Oviparous. Ovi means egg. So egg-laying animals are oviparous, and viviparous are. Vivi means baby, giving birth to young one. Remember it? Yes. We mammals give, or we humans give birth to young ones. We do not lay eggs. Now tell me the mammal which lays eggs. Generally mammals are viviparous, but there is an exception in the NCERT. It is mentioned in Animal Kingdom chapter. Yeah? Mention down in the comment section below. And if there is any correct answer in the comment section below, I'm gonna pin this comment. This is our comment here down. Okay, so we are viviparous, sexually reproducing organisms, and I hope this thing is enough. Okay, let me ask: are humans bisexual or unisexual? I will not ask this question since everyone knows this. Okay, keep this aside. Now come on to, we have separate sexes. We have sexual dimorphism. What is sexual dimorphism? So female characteristics are different from male characteristics. Females possess some characteristics which males do not, and males possess some which females do not generally. And this is called a sexual dimorphism, and it is seen back to Animal Kingdom. This sexual dimorphism is also seen in Ascalmanthus, a roundworm. Okay, common roundworm. Ascarias. Sexual dimorphism is present there. Okay, now let's start with the male reproductive system, which is the sequence given in our NCERT. Introduction is completed. Back to concentration. This is very important. Male reproductive system, and after male, female after gametogenesis. After gametogenesis, the rest topics. Now, male reproductive system. What are the main parts of male reproductive system? Anyone? Yes. The first one is penis. Please, be aware of the spelling. I'm not concerned about the spelling, but penis is a male reproductive organ. Sorry. Next one, testis, the main testis. Okay. Next one. Still, come on, guys. We have many ducts. These are organs. We have ducts like epididymis. Next one. Reedy testis. Next one. These all are accessory ducts which I am writing. Vasa efferentia. Vas deferens, etc. These all are the components of male reproductive system in general. And in today's video, we will be mainly focusing on this part, the testes of male reproductive system. Since wait, guys, let me show you this male reproductive system diagram on your. Okay, getting your NCERT right now. So see here, are you able to see these? Like, let me focus on the book right now. Okay, see, these are your male reproductive system diagram. This is your side view. This is your front view. Now see, I have written there the penis. This is your penis. Testis. Testis is present in a bag-like structure called scrotum. I will be explaining it now. And this is your ejaculatory duct. Means it is a combination of seminal duct and your vas deferens. See, these are your parts of digestive system, and these all. Now check it here, NCERT diagram, and please focus here. About penis and testis we will be discussing now. Penis that does not contain much parts, except I have to tell you about glans, penis and foreskin. It is now start with testis. Testis, as I said, it is present in the outermost. It is present outside the body of male. Why? Because testis located outside the body. Okay, mention human body. It's somewhat official or dignified. Human body, in order to maintain. Here they can confuse you. 2 to 2.5 degrees Celsius, not Fahrenheit. Here they can confuse you. I have seen a previous year question in which they have asked statement wise, the statement 1 and statement 2. In the statement 2 they have given this, and they have mentioned in the statement 1 they have given located outside in a sac-like structure called scrotum. And in the statement 2 they have given in order to maintain temperature 2 to 2.5 Fahrenheit, which is wrong. Not 2 to 2.5 Fahrenheit. This is wrong. Not Fahrenheit. Rather it is degrees Celsius. Than the body temperature. Not 2 to 2.5 degrees would not be there, but than the normal body temperature. This is very important. This word, normal body temperature, that is 37 degrees Celsius. Now calculate the value which is the temperature which is present in the scrotum. Okay, now 37 minus 2, 35 to 35.5. That is a value, that is a temperature which is present in the scrotum, located outside the human body in order to maintain 2 to 2.5 degrees Celsius less than the normal body temperature in a sac-like structure called the scrotum. This point is very, very, very important. Now, why is this happening like this? Why it requires 2 to 2.5 degrees Celsius less than that of the body temperature? This is important in order to produce sperms. The process is called as spermatogenesis. This is required for, okay, this process is required for spermatogenesis. Spermatogenesis, this process, so what we call as this procedure in which there is 2 to 2.5 degrees Celsius less than the body temperature, and this temperature is required for the spermatogenesis process. If the temperature is more, that is 37 degrees, the sperms would die. If the temperature is too low, then the sperms would freeze. Then there is no sperm production and males become infertile or sterile. So that is why the optimum temperature required for the spermatogenesis process is 35 degrees Celsius to 35.5 degrees Celsius, and that is provided in the sac-like structure called as scrotum to the testis. Okay, how the scrotum can regulate its body temperature? We are homeotherms. We can regulate our body temperature. How the scrotum regulates its body temperature? Its mechanism is very easy. See, this is actually a muscular sac-like structure which is hanging outside the body, and the scrotum can contract and relax. When it contracts and when it relaxes. So see, when it is too cold, you come close, you put the blanket over you, and you come close like this. So why you are doing like that? In order to minimize the loss of heat from your body. Yes, you shiver. Why you are shivering? In order to produce friction. In order to produce friction. In order to produce body heat. In order to make your body warm. And like that only, when it is cold outside, this scrotum sac, what it does, it contracts. It contracts. When it is contracting, the inside body temperature increases. And if the outside the temperature is 28 degrees Celsius, it does not remain 28 degrees Celsius in the scrotum, since we are homeotherms. So we regulate our body temperature and bring the normal body temperature into 37 degrees Celsius through shivering and all those procedure, and bring the scrotal temperature to 35 to 35.5 degrees Celsius by contraction. Scrotal sac contracts and brings its temperature into normal 35 to 35.5 degrees Celsius, and this is how contraction works. Now let me tell you that the outside temperature is very hot. The outside temperature is very hot. Let us take some 40 degrees Celsius. Okay, I'm just giving you an example, please do not assume it. Some 40 degrees Celsius. Now what the scrotum sac will do is, it relaxes. When the scrotal sac is relaxing, the heat spreads. The heat comes out, and hence it again brings it to 35 to 35.5 degrees Celsius. And this is not mentioned in your NCERT. Out of my interest, I'm telling you how the scrotal sac can maintain its original 35 degrees Celsius in order to provide the facilities for the spermatogenesis process. This is about the very important point, that is scrotum sac. Now moving on to the structure of testis. The structure of testis is very easy. It generally contains 250 testicular lobules, in which 1 to 3 seminiferous tubules are there, in which sperms are produced. Got it? Right. This testis is generally divided into compartments. So this is okay. This is turning into tilting. This testis is oval shaped, and if this is a testis, what happens is this testis is divided into many compartments. These compartments are generally called as testicular lobules. I have shown only four here. Lobules. I have only shown four here. but there are 250 testicular lobules. 250 testicular lobules are present. Okay, there are 250 compartments which are known as testicular lobules. Okay, got it? And these 250 compartments. Now, how to assume this? How do you remember this? Now, assume this testis as a train, and each train is having compartments. Each train. And this train is having many compartments, many bogies, say B1, B2, B3, A1, A2, next one S1, S2, like this, sleeper class, AC class. These are the compartments which are present in train, but here there is no such differentiation, no such classification. And this test is, assume this test is a long train containing 250 compartments, and each compartment is named as TL, which means testicular lobule, and in each testicular lobule or in each compartment there are many seats, but here in our train there are only 1, 2, 3 seats. Means this is a luxurious train. This is a luxurious train. Now assume testis as a luxurious train which is very long, containing 250 compartments. 250 compartments named TLs or testicular lobules, in which 1 or 2 persons can sit. 1 or 3 persons can sit. 1 to 3 persons can sit, and those persons will sit in seats automatically, and those seats are called as your seminiferous tubules. I am showing you 3 of them. 3. Okay, let us make 1. Okay, here 2. Here let us make 1. Now fine. These are called as seminiferous tubules. These are 1, 2, 3 in each compartment. And now, how many in total seminiferous tubules are present? Now calculate. 1 into 250. Okay, 252. 3 into this one 0, 5, 6, 1, 7. 250 to 750 in total seminiferous tubules are present in each testis. Now the total count of seminiferous tubules for 2 testes is 250 plus 250, 500, 750 plus 750, 10, 14, 50, 1500. Got it? That's it, right? 10, 14, 50, yes. 1500, 500 to 1500 total. In total, 2 into testis, 2 into 1 testis. So this is in total 500 to 1500 for 2 testis, and 1 it is 250 to 750 seminiferous tubules and 250 testicular lobules, and we call it as compartments. Got it? Fine. Now let's see the place exactly where the sperms are produced. And this is the house for sperms. Sperms are produced in the seminiferous tubules. Now let's see the structure of seminiferous tubules and what are the cells present there. Let's go and examine. What's the business? Examine. Not examination. Only will be examine what are there. That's it. No examination will be conducted. We are trying to draw a neat circle. No, it became a guddu or yaggu. Okay, now this is a seminiferous tubule ST. Again, do not go into that fast case. That is ST seminiferous tubule. That is seminiferous tubule. How many in total? In total, for 2 testes. 500 to 1500. For 1 testis, 250 to 50. Now this is your seminiferous tubule. Where is seminiferous tubule located? In the compartments called as TLs. TLs means testicular lobules. How many compartments are there in the long train of testes? Long luxurious train of testes. 250 compartments. Got it? Now this seminiferous tubule actually contains 2 types of cells. Basically, it contains 2 types of cells. What are those? One, it is this germinal epithelium. Two, it is the serotoli cells. Now, what is this germinal epithelial cells? These germinal epithelial cells are present in the outer lining like these. Marker is also making sounds. Okay. 1, 2, and these male germinal epithelial cells or male germ cells, these are your male germ cells, and these male germ cells are called as spermatogonia, and these spermatogonia undergoes many division and finally forms the very motile sperm. Okay, I'll be telling you in the spermatogenesis, in the gametogenesis, not chapter subtopic. Okay, now there, as I said, there are some other cells called as serotoli cells. Serotoli cells. Now, what is the function of these spermatogonia cells? Production of sperms. Production of sperms. Now, there are serotoli cells which help in nourishment actually. These are just conical projections, and you can also call them as modified germ cells also. So what? These are your serotoli cells. Okay, these conical ones are your serotoli cells. Remember, serotoli cells. They are elongated cells when compared to male germ cells. Serotoli cells. And what do these serotoli cells do? These serotoli cells generally have two functions. One function is your production of inhibin. It is a hormone. Inhibin. It is a hormone, inhibin, and this inhibin inhibits the function of. Okay, let me check. I hope. Wait guys, I hope this is not given in your. Yes, it is not given. Just remember that this inhibin is a hormone, or else give me a minute, I'll be checking and I'll be telling you. Right guys, not given. Give me a minute. I'll be checking it now and I'll be giving a clarity on this. Inhibin. Inhibin is a hormone. Write it. It is important. Yes, this tab is hanging right now. Function of inhibin. Yes, if you don't want this, just you can fast forward it. Just fast forward it for 10 seconds or so. Yes. Now, this inhibin actually what it does is it helps in reverse feedback mechanism for the FSH. See, it inhibits the synthesis and release of FSH, follicular stimulating hormone, in the pituitary gland and reduces the hypothalamic hormone LH. Okay, got it? Inhibin is a hormone which helps in negative feedback mechanism. I got this negative feedback mechanism into my brain, but I haven't get its function. It is a negative feedback mechanism for follicular stimulating hormone, which helps in the stimulation of these spermatogonia in order to produce more and more cells, sperms. So this is one function, secretion of inhibin, and the second function of this serotoli cells is nourishment. See, our mother provides food for us. Who is the mother who provides food for these sperms? They are also living cells. They are continuing our legacy. They are continuing our generations. So there should be someone who provides nourishment to these sperms, and that nourishment is provided by your very own serotoli cells. Secretory cells have two functions basically, guys. One is inhibin production. It is a hormone which helps in the negative feedback mechanism for FSH and LH. And the secretory cells also help in the nourishment of sperms. They nourish sperms, and the male germ cells, which are also called as spermatogonia, divide and to form sperms. And these sperms get nourished in secretory cells. These sperms get nourished in secretory cells. Now we have another type of cells which are not located in the seminiferous tubule, but they are located in the testis outside the seminiferous tubule. Those cells are called as Leydig cells or interstitial cells. See this is your interstitial space between two, between the what do you call STs, seminiferous tubules. This is one seminiferous tubule, this is one seminiferous tubule, and this is space which is empty space which is present in the testis is called as empty space which is present in the testis is called as your interstitial space. Interstitial space. And this interstitial space contains interstitial cells. These are your interstitial cells, or these are called as Leydig cells. Leydig cells. And these Leydig cells help in the secretion of androgens. What are androgens? Androgens are sex hormones. In males it is testosterone. Testosterone. This whole chapter is an work for me, since I have to learn my spellings. I'm very poor at testosterone, male androgen or male sex hormone, is secreted by Leydig cells. I hope he should be present. Yes, not I, this is E. Leydig cells. Leydig cells which is produced by Leydig cells produce androgens, which is testosterone in males, and in females I'll be talking about it later. Now you do not get confused. And these Leydig cells are also called as interstitial cells because they are present in the interstitial space of the testis. What is interstitial space? It is just an empty free space which is present between two seminiferous tubules. And next one, these Leydig cells are stimulated by ICSH, interstitial cell stimulating hormone in your pituitary, ICSH. Now again comment down in the comment box below what is the other name for ICSH. Now okay, this is your testis. This is your function of your testis. What is the function of testis? Testis is a small site for the production of sperms. In the next class, we will be talking about some male accessory glands and about pins. And that is it, guys, for this video. Male reproductive system 2 parts, female reproductive system 2 parts, gametogenesis 1 part, and after gametogenesis you have your menstrual cycle and fertilization, implantation, pregnancy, and then embryonic development. So what happens is menstrual cycle I will be completing in one class, fertilization, implantation I will be completing in one class, I'll be taking up next parturition and pregnancy in one class. Next 5 to 6 classes your chapter will be completed. And this is Vamsi signing off, guys. If you like the video, please hit that like button and also subscribe to our channel by lab, and please share the videos, guys. Yes, your friends also may be in need of these videos. My dream and my goal is to provide good education for every nook and corner of the country. Since we are getting good education, but there are many people who aren't getting still yet good education, since because of their family backgrounds, because of their family problems, all those sorts. We are providing education for free on our platform. You can just share this video. Nothing you have to do, put that arrow button and share it to your friends, and like that it might spread. And I hope you are liking my way of teaching. And yes, I have changed it a little by an inspiration from Alex sir, so making class a little bit interesting. And also I'll be trying to make some working models which would help you while writing your need exam in remembering those. So yes, I'm planning, but it takes time, guys, or what to do. Okay, let's meet in the next session with the male reproductive system part 2. And this is Vamsi. Thank you. Have a great day further, guys. Bye bye.